What's up, world, and welcome back to another episode of Mix in Chat. I'm your boy Javi, here with my boy D-Lo.
Yo, what's up?
Now let's get into it. Welcome back, y'all. So, y'all know how we like to start it off. D-Lo, what's your number? Where you at, man?
Man, I'm about at an 8.5 right now.
That's good.
Not getting there in a 9 because the closer I get, for those that don't know, I officially got this new job.
Hey, congrats.
So I am done off the rat wheel of full-time
rat
gig
wheel.
work. So it just so the closer I get, I start on the 16th. So
Okay.
the closer it
that's
gets,
close.
yeah.
You done.
And I'm
You
getting
like, girl, I'm about to
getting
be
my
out.
equipment in on the 5th, and the closer I'm getting, it's just the more excited I get because it's just gonna be, and I get to work from home. So it's a new journey, and I can't wait to start.
Hey, congratulations on that. I know you've been ready too.
Yeah, I've been ready to get back in that workforce.
Man,
People don't know until they
you out of it for so long and you like, God, I need that.
Well, that, and I mean, it's just, people really don't know, like, the decline that DoorDash has been going through here lately. Because, like, even when we switched to full-time on it,
Oh yeah,
we started doing pretty good, but it still wasn't where it used to be.
man. And you told me that it's hard to get a full day's worth of pay
Yeah, like,
out of it here recently. That's crazy.
I get to the point to where it's just like, if in an hour and a half, if it ain't popping, I ain't doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if it's
For
like,
sure.
if it's giving me those first 5 $2 orders, I'm done. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
You ain't even worth me sitting here with my car running
So
at that point.
yeah, so it's just I can't wait. Flex is kind of doing good, but still
Okay.
the afternoon.
Yeah, you did a
work-
super early start day.
Yeah, and I still got mixed feelings on that one. So
But like you said, you got to give it a couple of tries.
yeah,
And see how it's going to hold up.
tell
if
you, I ain't
really
doing
think
no
about it.
no less than I ain't doing it for normal price though.
What you said. Is there a peak pay on this, please?
Well, I mean,
Thank
I've
you.
noticed that because normal 3.5 hour routes are like $63.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they'll pop up like the one this morning was $89.
That's what's up, though.
So I was like, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna
Was
see
it
what
a
it's
big
like.
route?
No, it was 35 stops over there off of Taj Road
Okay.
and Andover and all that.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Not too bad. You
Well,
didn't have to
you
go out of the you didn't have to go out of the city, so that's always good.
yeah.
But my number this week, I would have to say, is about a 8. I would give it an 8. It's not been bad. It's not been terrible. It's not been the best, but I'm doing good. I'm doing better. Every day is a new day, right?
I'm telling you, it'd be a lot better when you download that Harry Potter game.
Oh my God, I want to so bad. You don't understand. I'm just kind of like hesitant. I don't know why, because I feel like I'd enjoy it, but I'm like, I just hope it's worth it. Because I would be the type of person that's on my nights off from work, I would sit up for hours playing that game.
Yeah.
You don't understand how much of a wizard I am.
But that's what you can do, though. I mean, you gotta take it for what it is. It's a very basic. It's a very basic RPG game.
It would be like moving out. I would not move out,
But I would
it'd be
say,
like-
I would say for the price it is now, it's $20. It's worth it.
Okay. You've convinced me. I'm still a little hesitant on
And
it.
for those that don't know, the Harry Potter game that came out a couple years ago was called Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the first Harry Potter RPG open world game. And I mean, they kind of cut some corners on it, and some of the things would have been cool as far as be able to use the house points.
Yeah.
And then it's like I said, it's a very basic RPG. Like you can't upgrade your character.
Like your character doesn't grow, he stays the same.
Pretty
entire
like, well, I
time.
mean, pretty much you learn like different things.
I know, but do you get to progress in the years?
but it's not like.
But well, you're in the 5th year, so
It's kind of like, it's not like Final Fantasy, like where you actually have like a point systems where you
Yeah.
upgrade your character. you
okay,
know?
yeah. I get what you're
And like,
saying.
there's not like upgrades, like upgrade.
But
his
maybe there
ability.
will be in. I mean, it's been a while since they put out a new one, but maybe they're working on it.
Well, I'm hoping that they will see that people love this game and put more thought into it, into making it
Yeah.
and making it a fully submerged Harry Potter world game.
Because I would not get off of that if it was a game like Fortnite, not really like Fortnite, but had that like you can just free roam around the world. You can run into other people that are like online and talk through your headphones.
Yeah,
and
kind of like a
like-
Wizard's World of Warcraft.
Yes, but where you can fly on your broom over to like the forest and do a mission, and then you do that mission and you come back and you're sitting in that same spot. You fly again, or you go through the woods and catch.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it's
Use your magic trick,
like
yeah.
and I love it if like you can have like friends come in and join you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and y'all
Yes.
just flying around on the broomsticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a whole virtual reality is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. I mean,
Not
eventually
virtual reality, but I'm saying like
a submersible world.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind
would
of like
love
I said,
that.
like World of Warcraft, basically.
I've never played, so that's why
It's-
that reference goes straight over my head.
well, see,
every time.
That's one of the most famous recent open world RPG games.
Well, maybe I need to download that and not Harry Potter.
Because you.
He's like, no, you're gonna download the Potter.
I mean, I thought about it. I just never jumped on that bandwagon because it was kind of like a phenomenon like Fortnite.
Got you.
Like Fortnite was,
I like Fortnite though. Fortnite is fun.
Yeah, and I probably would like this game because it deals with like medieval, characters and stuff like that, and like it's a submersible world where you can go and your friends can go around the map and do quests.
Do your
and stuff.
thing, yeah. That'd be so fun.
So
That's the type of universe I live for. But anyways, yeah, so that's my number. That's your number. We're sitting at 8 and 8.5. That's great.
yeah,
I'm living for that. I don't think we've ever been on about the same level ever until now.
yeah. Well, we've just been on
Different worlds.
Yeah,
right now.
our paths have been kind of
Rocky. They're
Kinda
finally
different.
evening out. We're getting to a constant number. Okay. Oh, a whole number.
a whole
big
number.
one. So when we come back in just a second, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the lineup for today, just so if there's any key factor that you want to really know about, this is the order of operation today. We're first gonna start out by talking about a TV show called Traitors. It's so good,
Yeah.
so good. Secondly, we are going to talk about the Diddy case. I know it's been a while since we kind of updated you all on that, so we're going to talk about that and just some things that have been going on with that case or similar to that case. Third, we're going to get into the astronauts that are trapped in outer space. What's going on with that, how many there are, and what things are looking like currently. Fourth, we are going to talk about Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey lost her mom and her sister, and we're going to dive into a couple of details about that. We're going to talk about the X app, which is under fire for some crazy nonsense. We don't know just how much information, but we're going to bring you what we got. And we got research going on in the side. And what'd you say?
That started a whole thing between the two.
Yeah, so we're going to dive into that. We're also going to talk about the Trump campaign. We're not really going to talk about politics in general as far as the presidency and where that lies in the races, just because we want to be able to gain more information. Right now it's kind of just shot for shot and it's just not worth talking about. But we are going to talk about the Trump campaign and the identity crisis. We might talk a little bit about politics and where the race is, but we're going to focus more on that. And then to end it out, we are going to talk about upcoming movies. So what movies are coming out, what movies have just recently came out that we're enjoying, and what we got to look up to seeing soon. So we'll see you in just a second.
Alright, so how far did you get on Traitors?
I finished it.
The
first season.
The first season.
Not the
Okay,
second.
okay. Because the second season got a little crazier.
It's good. Oh my god. I can't wait to see the second season. Me and my roommate are watching it. It's like kind of like our dinner show, so we can watch it. But season 1, how it ended, oh my god, I'm devastated. What is her name? I want to talk about. No, I know about Sari, but I'm talking about one of the characters in general, one of the other people there. It was the kind of almost looked butch woman that was light skinned that made it to the end with them.
Oh yeah,
short hair. Annie.
Oh, what's her name?
Andy. Is it Andy?
Was it?
I don't know if it was Andy or it was. She was so emotional. She broke my heart.
Yeah, okay.
That crushed me because she was having a baby and she.
Yeah,
it crushed me so bad.
But Sari, she was
a savage.
She was dirty for using their personal lives in that moment against them. I understand you're trying to win, but there were some of the things you didn't have to say.
What do you mean?
Like, oh well, I'm doing this because they have family. She got a kid, and I'm doing this because like when she was calling Ari out.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, y'all. One of my favorite moments was when Miss Honey got eliminated. Kate. You should have seen
her whole demeanor though.
Yes.
She just walked around like
she was ready to go.
She just gave no F.
She was ready to go home, man. She was done being the little goat. She was done being
it was kind of like that money bag she was throwing when she threw her bag of I don't give a fuck away. She said no.
When I tell you she was throwing the barrels back in the field, she wasn't having it. But she actually started to feel like she wanted to stay.
Yeah.
But when she got eliminated, you could see the sigh of relief out of the game on her face, just because she was like, I was faithful.
Yeah. Like, it was Andy.
It was Andy. Yeah. Yes. Andy was so emotional. So emotional.
So I don't know though. If I was Dawn on picking somebody to come in and be a traitor, I would have picked Kate, just because in that moment nobody would have even suspected her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
She was ready to be a traitor.
All she had to do was continue doing what she was doing.
Yeah.
But then again, you also got to see that during that the ring around the fire, table of fire, where he asked like the truth, did y'all want to end the game or did y'all want to go another round? I knew that Sari was going to do it again. I knew it. I just felt it in my bones. But if Kate would have made it to that, they would have threw her out immediately. Like, you threw money away, you don't get none. Yeah, you don't get none, sis. But it was crazy when Sari hit it, and then he just was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah,
we not doing this, but I'm a traitor. I got recruited, and I'm like, because you could have pit them against, but then again, they probably would not chose Sari.
And I want to know what old dude was thinking, talking about at the breakfast when he was like, "Oh yeah, they try to recruit me." Shut up! Right.
Like, there's no suspicions right now. You have been brought up once or twice, but that was it. There was no suspicions on him until he said that.
Yeah.
Until he said that, and I'm sitting there
because it was all taken care of because Ari had the shield.
Yeah.
And so it was like, they tried to murder him. It didn't work. So
like, he tried to make himself look so good, but it ended up just screwing him in the end. Screwing him in the end.
Oh,
and they were living for the fact that he just like
he said that
took himself under the bus, because the ones that had suspicions on him was like, no sir, no sir, no sir. So another one that I really liked was what is the name? Not the one I like, but the one that kind of made it up for me was the traitor that got eliminated first.
Oh yeah. Cody,
yes. He was just like raccoon eye the whole time he was a traitor. He could not handle it. Like he started to get like browner around the eyes. Like it was wearing him out. That he was.
Oh yeah, he was definitely. It was taxing him.
Yeah, it was wearing him out.
I'm surprised. Like
it was making him sick, y'all. He looked like he was getting sick.
But the way Cirie though, the way she was doing effortless, I was like. But then again, there were certain looks. I was like, y'all don't see that?
Facts! Yeah, when she be fronting her nose up, bitch. Why are you staring at Cameron?
Like you squint your eyes and like have kind of have that, huh?
Yeah.
Like on everything.
When he said that at that breakfast table, the look she gave should have let them know that she was a traitor.
Yeah.
But she did it effortlessly. The whole thing. She just shut her ass up in the when the traitors met. She let them pick.
Yep.
Y'all go ahead and do it. And then in the end, she won.
Yeah.
Miss Honey won. That was the most emotional that I've ever experienced.
Oh no! If that's the most emotional thing, wait till season 2. Season 2 gets even crazier, man.
Like I'm just saying as far as how Andy broke down.
Oh yeah.
Yes, like that whole experience gave me chills. Like I'm like, oh my god! Like she could taste it. They had just laughed and kikied and ha-ha and whoop whoop and bop bop, and then they were expressing, I'm not a traitor. I'm not a traitor, and she's like, I'm a traitor, baby. Give me the motherfucking voice. Their faces were cracked.
Well, yeah, because I mean, they thought they had the money, and she was like letting them partying and kiki and all that.
What was his name? Because he looked at her and was like, "Are you serious?"
Quentin.
He looked at her like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "It's nothing personal. Like I love y'all to death."
And then that's the thing. She made it personal. Like she made it personal.
She did. But at the end of the day, a game is a game. And you each and every one of y'all are gonna play it differently. And some people's gonna be complete cutthroat. No fucks to give. And I think she was secretly that, but secretly at the same time. She was trying to keep it a secret, but we all seen it.
Yeah.
That she was very cutthroat and didn't really care about anybody. She would get to know them. She might have formed a connection or two. I think she really formed a connection to Andy, but she just went too far.
Wait till you watch the reunion show.
That's what I can't wait to see. That's what I can't wait to see. Because we saw it. It was like, oh, it's an extra episode. Oh, it's a reunion. Oh, snap. What's going to happen? We supposed to be watching that tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then when you get to season 2, it's a lot more cattier.
I know you said Peppermint's in it. I can't wait to see how catty she be getting.
Like it literally was like, and then when it came down to the reunion, that was even worse. Like they showed no love to each other. Like it wasn't just like, oh, it was a game. No, they would act like that person was like offended them in real life type stuff.
Oh, so they wearing their hearts on their sleeves in season 2.
Like they had a couple of haha moments and oh yeah, this is cool. But then when it got down to it, no, they was hating that room.
I can't wait to see it. I know it's gonna be good. I can't wait to see this reunion though. I know that's gonna be good.
Yeah, because I mean, and you also got to get to Anonymous. Cause that right there.
Yeah. Well, we did watch 2 or 3 episodes of it. And we saw the first person go home.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Or maybe we only watched the one. Did somebody go home the first night?
I think it was the second episode.
Yeah, so I think we watched 1 or 2 episodes of it. She was devastated.
Yeah.
She was crushed. I didn't expect her to go home. I thought the girl with the L name was going home. The one that everybody was saying was the weakling because she was so quiet. I don't want to really get into it because I haven't really got into it, and I know that there's a lot that you can talk about. So let me catch you, and then we'll get into Anonymous. We both said it at the same time. Jinx, you owe me a soda, but I got a sweet tea right now. So when we come back, we are going to turn it over to Mr. D-Lo so he can fill us in on what's going on with Diddy, because there's always some new going on with Diddy, right?
Yeah, and I mean it's kind of quiet, but I mean it's still a low key thing. It's still like a low key subject on it, but most people probably didn't hear about it.
It's
But
strange.
there's probably people probably did because you know.
People that's keeping up with it.
Mhm.
Like we have been, it's not really been on the back burner. We just wanted to see if more would develop because it was just repetition. They're angry with each other. They're going back and forth. Like we figured out that he did what she accused him of,
Yeah,
but there was no movement on it after the raids and all that. It just kind of died out. So
yeah,
I mean,
like they didn't have any court appearances. or
yeah,
anything
there's
like
little
that.
things going on, and as they come, we'll let y'all know until something big happens, and then we definitely ain't gonna let y'all know about that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll be back in just a second. Sit tight.
All right, so it's a very small thing in this whole thing.
It's small, but it's big, right?
yeah,
Like it's got a little weight. To
Yeah,
it.
it's got a little weight.
Okay.
Um,
Ain't nothing small when it comes to Diddy. It's always something that's like
it's definitely a
large.
crazy story, but
Yeah.
you know, but it's nothing that's gonna be like that actually like rock the whole
Right.
thing.
It ain't rocking the world.
No,
Taking the world by
Yeah.
storm.
no. So basically, what happened was Alfredo Gonzalez, who is a part of the Sinaloa cartel.
Mexican cartel.
Yes. But so what happened is Diddy, the guy is suing Diddy for $166,000.
Ooh.
Or $666,000.
What did Diddy do? To
So apparently what happened was dude claims that Diddy came up to him so the cartel could supply party favors to his party.
So Diddy asked him to supply
Yes.
party favor. What type of party favors?
And that's what I'm getting into. So it's not the
Because you said that this man that he's asking is from a cartel, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Keep talking.
Yeah.
This is kinda interesting.
You're
It's a little bit more bigger than we thought, but it's just not getting away.
Yeah, you thought
Okay.
you thought that with it being the cartel, you would think it'd be something else.
Yeah.
But what happened was, and that's what dude thought. Dude
Ooh.
thought he was like, okay, yeah, well, we can,
We can definitely
do
find
that. Yeah, but
No problem.
But what the representative of Diddy was trying to get from the guy was something completely different.
What was it?
It was minors for S trafficking.
Whoa. Hold on, wait, what?
Yeah, it was
To come to the parties?
to come to the parties for those reasons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So why isn't this getting much more weight than it needs to be getting?
And so the dude is suing him for
Hold on, but wait, but how is he suing him for this though?
well,
Emotional distress?
yeah, it was like emotional distress and something.
Because he felt offended that Diddy would ask him for those things?
Yeah.
How am I reading this thing like a book?
But so the judge threw it out.
Why?
Well, one, the dude's still incarcerated.
Oh. So he's filing the lawsuit from behind bars.
Yeah.
Girl.
But and I mean, it's just kind of.
Is this so you can get out of prison?
Yeah,
Are you accusing him of doing these things because you got caught?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Who knows how?
so who knows, And
Right.
it's just kind of one of those things that like that's why it's probably not getting any traction because it's a source.
Right.
And so, but it's still crazy though.
Right.
And is that far off to believe
No, but
with
at
what
the
we
same
heard so
time-
far? Like,
No, but at the same time, it's like, why are you coming from prison and saying this? Are you in trouble for what you are accusing Diddy of asking you to do? Is that why you're incarcerated? Because you got caught trafficking? And so you want to blame that on somebody?
It wasn't as trafficking.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He got caught trafficking, like drugs and such.
Oh.
And that's what he thought the representative Diddy was talking about was
got you.
drugs. Like, you know, it was kind of one of those things that, like, he felt comfortable with it being drugs,
but children.
Yeah,
got you. That's so interesting that hasn't developed more. Like, that was something that would be in court, and we would be seeing Diddy go to court.
Yeah, and actually, the only reason I found out about it, like, caught wind of it, it was because it came up on, like, one of those little news feeds on
news feed
on Snapchat.
Oh, you want the nude feeds on Snapchat? I just played.
News
feeds, got you.
But it's kind of one of those things that was like, so I did more research into it and actually found out it was a legit thing.
Man, yeah, they need to have been getting more traction. People need to hear about this. Why aren't we getting pictures of Diddy going to court? Because we get pictures of everybody else going to court, even if they're pretty much irrelevant. So why not?
Well, it never made it to court. Dude submitted it to the judge, and the judge
shot it down.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it never even went to court.
Yeah, no.
Like, we never even got that out of them.
But, and also, too, they probably don't want to really do anything about anything because they're still building the whole case on them.
Are they? Okay, but if they are, okay, I get it.
Well, there's so much years of him doing all this.
So many years of evidence we have on this man, but y'all still ain't locked him up. Okay, period.
But also, too, well, it's for some people's case, it's innocent until proven guilty.
Facts. That's on God.
So, this is one of those cases because it's Diddy, and if it was one of us, we'd be sitting in there until they found evidence, and then we'd be going to trial. Like,
Diddy doesn't go to prison because Diddy's an alien.
Yeah. And he's something.
He's out of this world. He's from another planet. He is traveling the galaxy and just touched down here for 85 years before he goes to another planet.
You know, it don't matter how many drugs you take to make you say that. It still ain't true.
But what is true is that there is astronauts stuck in outer space after traveling to figure out where Diddy was going.
Well, that right there,
I mean, there's partial truth to that. Maybe they weren't trying to figure out where Diddy was going, but they're stuck in outer space.
Yeah, but I mean,
I want to hear about that. That sounds juicy.
It's when you look at it in certain aspects, it's not that juicy. It sounds juicy just because it's like, oh, 2 astronauts are stuck in outer space. But
even the name sounds juicy because they're in outer space stuck. So it's like, oh my God, my mind goes to what happens if they don't get unstuck. So that's juicy to me. I love outer space. So anything to do with it, I want to know.
Yeah. So
when we come back, I feel like you should dive into that. You want to dive into that?
Yeah,
I know you got a little bit on it. Period. All right. We'll see y'all in a second. All right. So about space. What's going on up there with these astronauts? I know you say it ain't juicy, but let us know.
All right. So there was 2 astronauts that was on. They was, on going. I think it was actually going to the International Space Station.
Okay.
But something happened. But they was only supposed to stay there for about a week, maybe.
So they were just going up there for a short time?
Yeah, they were.
Do you know what they were doing when they were going up there? Were they delivering something? Or?
That I'm not really totally sure.
Okay.
But so basically, what happened? Something happened with the capsule. They had to dock at the International Space Station. And they was like, well, we'll have SpaceX come pick you up in maybe about a month.
Oh.
And so, but the thing I say it's not a big deal is because, one, they're at the International Space Station with other people.
So not just they are stuck, everybody's stuck.
Well, I mean, there's people that stay up there for an extensive period of time. And
they're just stuck up there.
And the 2 astronauts that are stuck are actually people that's been on the International Space Station, has done time in space.
Got you.
So this whole month is kind of like a cakewalk for them.
So my thing is, do they have enough rations up there for them to be
Well,
stuck?
okay. So the way that the International Space Station works, so you have people up there from different
Countries?
countries.
Got you.
So what happens is
It scared shit out of me.
they have different modules on the International Space Station
Yeah.
where each person from their nationality has that type of food in their module.
Yeah.
So if one runs out a little bit, they just go to the next module. And then what will happen when they all will be done is when they come pick them up, they'll drop off food for the other astronauts. So they keep them well stocked.
Got you.
So
Okay.
it's nothing just to send a quick rocket up there to
So my thing is, how are they stuck? Nobody can come get them until
yeah,
next
they
month?
just said because it's like where something happened with the capsule to where they had to bring it back. And they was like, well, we'll have to figure it out and see what's going on with it, so we won't be able to get you, it's kind of one of those, we'll let you know when we can get you type things.
Dang.
So
I know them families are hurting though. Like, I did not expect them to stay up there that long.
I think,
need him home.
well, I figured that if you're married to something like that, then you kind of know the situation with
You
that.
got to be expecting anything in that type of situation. Yeah, for sure.
So,
Man, that's still like gut wrenching though. I would think like, okay, so y'all only wanted me up here for 2 weeks, but now you're kind of saying that like we'll get you when we can.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like,
for us
I know,
that would be
but
crazy. For us that would be crazy.
I mean, for them too, though, you got to think about it. Like, what if your body wasn't prepared to stay up that long? Because your body, it works on you. Yeah,
Well, no.
I know, but yeah, you're working out and stuff like that while you're up there. But if your body, I mean, I'm sure they did physicals and stuff on you and everything to determine you were even ready to go to space. But like, that wears on you, and I'm sure like being up there, you are isolated from the entire planet. And yeah, there's other people up there too, but like,
no, you
have to mentally prepare yourself to be gone.
Well,
that
no, because
long.
you can still they can still contact you at the International Space Station. Like,
Yeah,
they
I'm
have
not
video
saying that they're
calls and
scared that they're never coming back.
Like they have video calls and stuff where they call their families.
Yeah, I understand that they are not in fear that they're
But
not coming
it's
back.
one of those
It's just
things
like,
that.
dang, I didn't mentally prepare myself to stay up here this long. Yeah, I can go and talk and see my family online, but I wasn't mentally prepared to physically be up here that long.
Well, I think if you're in that,
you have to get in the mindset.
I feel like if you're in that line of work, you're just always in that mindset.
Always.
Just because anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So you got to prepare your mind for anything. And if you're doing even just like a week stint in space, you still have to train like you're training for like a whole year.
But you also got to see that they also might see it as just work.
Yeah.
Like we see work.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't want to be here today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of just like
I felt like I was gonna go home and I was gonna go on vacation or something like that. Like we had a vacation plan or something. They knew that I was coming up here, but we didn't expect it to be this long. So now I just missed out on a birthday or a holiday that I planned to be there for, and we had these plans for. Like I know that at some point it does tax them though.
Yeah,
I just feel like it does.
But yeah, so I mean, it's just kind of one of those things. They're just probably like, they're probably like, you know what, this is a great getaway from what's going on down there,
right?
So,
Yeah, we gonna come back to a whole nother president.
Yeah, because the world's a whole.
Ooh, that's another reason, honey. I need to be down here to protect my family in case Trump gets in office, honey. Can we move a little bit faster? I'm losing her up here,
man.
I'm going bald up here. See? I'm turning gray like the president in 2 years, baby. Because I feel every president has got a little grayer.
Man.
Within 2 years.
Yeah, me and Tamara was talking about that earlier.
Yes.
Like
they go in and they hers just all bright and colorful and everything, and they come out and it's solid gray.
Yeah, because like we actually did went to see who was the youngest president. Because we started watching this, I started watching this internet show because I like the way to see people's minds work.
Yeah,
and I'm a very curious person. So there's a channel I got onto. It's called mid ground or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, what they do is they take two type of people. They take a group of people, a group of 3 people on each side, and they put a topic. Like one was pro-Trump Republicans, and the other one was anti-Trump Republicans. And they had to find some common ground,
and they couldn't.
And there's no common ground like that.
Even within your own party.
Like if the one I watched, the one I watched earlier, one was pro-gun versus anti-gun. But even some things, they found some common ground.
That's wild.
But in the one we watched the other day, like it was the Democrats versus Trump Republicans, and it just, man, the more I hear him talk, it's just like,
Lord have mercy. It makes you want to kill yourself.
It just makes
unalive yourself.
It tires me out because I'm like, how are y'all not completely tired after thinking this way? Like,
right. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that and not to but to return it back to the subject, I'm glad that it's nothing dire up there for the astronauts.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm glad their life's not in jeopardy.
Yeah, no, I'm grateful that it's not that way. It's not that way around.
For sure.
They're like stuck in a capsule, floating around,
about to lose oxygen and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm glad it's not that.
Yeah. So
there's been too much unalivings and deaths.
Yeah.
This year. Speaking of, Mariah Carey lost some loved ones, her mom and her sister. But there's a twist on it.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, I got some info on it. Y'all, I'm going to get into that as soon as we come back. Along with, we got a couple of other topics we still have to touch on. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll see you in just a sec. All right, y'all. So on August the 26th of this year, 2024, Mariah Carey spoke to People Magazine and a couple of other magazines, or a couple of other magazines did some research on the situation and confirmed that Mariah Carey's mom and sister both passed away. Her mom was 87 and her sister was 63. But what was so twisted and crazy about it was that they died on the same day. Like,
what they died of?
Listen, let me tell you, they have not really told us anything about the cause of the mom's passing. Like, the mom was 87, so it could have been just old age,
natural causes.
Yeah, but it could also been something different. But her sister passed away from complications of her internal organs. So, and I don't know if you know, but Mariah Carey's sister has been sick for a while. Like, she's tried to reach out to Mariah, which they are estranged. She's tried to reach out to Mariah for help, and it's always been the accusation that Mariah just does not communicate with her sister at all. She does not answer phone calls. She doesn't want to talk to her sister. She has nothing to do with her sister. And Mariah and her mom's relationship was kind of strange too. Just due to the fact of, like, quote unquote jealousies and financial statuses and different things like that. Like, they weren't the closest. But nevertheless, Mariah loved her mom. I don't know how she felt about her sister, just because she never really associated with her sister. But Mariah stated to People Magazine on the 26th that her heart is broken and she's lost her mother this past week. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, she also lost her sisters. Her sister lost her life on the same day. She didn't really share any details about the cause of death, but the only reason that I was able to share with you that she was that Allison, which is Mariah's sister, she died in hospice care following those complications, is through Time Union, which reported that after confirming the death. But yeah, Mariah's had complex relationships with her mom and her sister. You never really hear her talk about them. You never really see any interviews that she wants to even bring it up. Just like when it comes to J-Lo. I mean, I know that's not her sister or anything, but that's kind of how she is about her family. Like, who are they? Yeah, I don't know her.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of energy she is. Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those things.
That's her nostalgia.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things of, like,
coming from Mariah.
Yeah, like, way fame kind of gets people and tears their family apart type thing.
But something new that I didn't know was, and this is allegedly because I have not confirmed nor denied this, but it was apparently said in Mariah's memoir that her and her sister's relationship has been estranged since she was younger, like a young kid, because her sister gave her drugs and she put her in dangerous situations. So when she was able to just like estranged from her sister, she was like, yeah, I don't want any association with that lady at all. She can't even come to my wedding or my second wedding or my third wedding or see the birth of either one of my twin babies. I don't even know if she's even had any talkings with Mariah's children at all. But yeah. And speaking, I also wanted to bring it to everyone's attention. I knew that Mariah Carey just could not have just came out of her mom's womb singing Honey, because I also found out that Mariah Carey's mom was a Juilliard trained singer and a vocal coach.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't even think I've seen a picture of Mariah Carey's mom. Like, I like Mariah Carey as an artist. Like, she slays, we belong together.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, people think that some of these high-end singers, like, they just come out.
She come out the womb like,
yeah, like, no, like, they've had some type of training. They had some type of voice, vocal backgrounds, some of them grew up singing in churches.
But why did I just clip back to the Harry Potter game? Like, I see myself waving the wand when you started saying, like, they just don't magically become singers overnight, honey. It's them, like Whitney Houston, her stem back to church. Yeah. And there's been some controversy about this. Since we're talking about Mariah, let's talk about a great. Saying that Mariah Carey's mom, that we know as her mom, wasn't actually her mom. There's this other woman that looks just like Whitney. No, did I say Whitney or Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey.
Let me go back and check that, because I got a little tongue-tied. I was too excited about the moment. Whitney Houston is in the news because people are saying, or there's been reports that her mom that we know isn't her mom. There's another lady that was a singer back in the day that sounds just like Whitney Houston, that looks just like Whitney Houston. They're saying that her dad had relations with her and created her, and then she couldn't raise Whitney and it would have messed up her career, so she gave the Whitney to her dad, and the mom that we know raised her. So yeah, and I'm gonna do some more research on that too and figure that out. But yeah, wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But speaking of wild, the X app is wild. They are on some crazies, from allowing people to post whatever they want to making it private, the likes private, so you can't see who's liking other people's content, but you can see who's liking your own, and that's it. All the way down to being under fire about something. So when we come back, we're going to dive into why the X app is doing too much.
For my country. Like, it's not a group of people, it's a whole country.
It's a whole country. But catch up with it when we get back in just a second.
Alright, so apparently what happened with X and Elon Musk.
Oh, this is juicy. I know what it is.
So Brazil.
The whole country Brazil? What's going on?
Has banned X.
Oh! I thought I seen something about that, but I thought it was just like fake news. It's real?
It's real. It's a real thing.
Why did they ban X?
Well, and I'm not sure what they mean, because it could mean a whole wide range of stuff. But it was misinformation and freedom of speech.
Okay, so you're gonna have to let me know what was the misinformation about.
Yeah, when more comes out on it, what they actually mean, because that's why I couldn't find anything.
It hasn't been brought to
I haven't actually seen what they're just kind of in a back and forth type situation right now.
Okay.
And so and it's gotten to a point to where Elon Musk is saying that he's going to shut down the SpaceX satellite for like internet and stuff like that to Brazil.
Oh, how can he do that though?
Well, he owns SpaceX.
And that satellite is what's giving us electricity?
Oh no,
I mean not electricity, but the internet.
Yeah, like if you go with their whole with like broadband and stuff, how they're trying to give other countries that don't have access.
Do that. I mean, he could, but why would he do that?
I mean, they're
how is he just going to knock it out for Brazil? He's just going to take them out of the algorithm?
Yeah. It's his algorithm.
We're not going to point in your direction anymore, Brazil. But we're going to point at the
space alien. So you want to talk about Big Diddy being a space alien? He's the mega space alien.
Okay, come on, space alien. But how is he going to be like, yeah, you want to talk crap? You want to ban my app? We're going to shut down service to your area for life. But we're going to service right next door to that other country.
Well, yeah, and now... And so now a lot of Brazilians are kind of mad because they're cut off from the rest of the world.
They think they're getting cut off from the rest of the world. Brazil's trying to ban them. They ain't got there yet. Them people's gonna move out of Brazil. They need to see their ex. They need to be able to post content.
Well, no. So if Elon Musk cuts the satellite from the internet from Brazil, then they're cut off.
I know, but that's what I said. They're gonna have to country hop. They better get their visas. I would be miserable.
Yeah, I mean,
not really. I think I would be miserable.
Like, I hate to say that, I'm all reliant on internet.
Yes, you are. Work and play.
Work,
literal
games, like work, games.
That job you just get, you need the internet.
I mean, even that, like even doing gig work, you still need the internet to do
service.
Service. So yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
there's no point in having a phone if you can't have the internet on it.
Right.
Oh God.
So yeah, we on
5G. Get into it.
Yeah, we are dependent on the internet, y'all. I hate to break it to you.
But that's wild. I can't wait for you to get somewhere on that.
Yeah, it's gonna.
And I'm gonna be looking for stuff too.
Yeah, and so what I think what we're gonna do is what is going to happen, and the reason why it happened when they said misinformation is because how Elon told Trump that he wasn't going to support him.
Yes.
This is happening after Elon gave his support back to Trump.
Oh. No, because at the beginning, Elon supported Trump. And then Trump wanted more money because he was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and he took away, but then he gave his endorsement again.
And now they like,
And now Brazil's like, because I think.
But how they gonna be pressed over our election? It's election interference.
Well, I mean, the whoever the president is affects them because
that's election interference, honey.
No, I mean,
they do not want Trump in office, even in Brazil.
Yeah, because I mean, what
get into y'all's head.
So what happens is whoever's the president affects each country because that's what happens with the United Nations. Is each president goes and converse with everybody.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get how Brazil... I'm still lost on how Brazil can lose their internet service, but it's wild to think that they see American president as affecting their lives. Because, I mean, like, we are the headquarters of the world pretty much as far as the other... Like, we're leading...
Well, if the president is spreading misinformation, his followers are spreading information. They don't want that misinformation to plague their place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that Brazil thinks that, or Elon thinks that Brazil is spreading misinformation?
No, like
the opposite way around.
The opposite way around. So I think Brazil thinks with the whole Trump thing that they'll end up getting misinformation as far as like, especially what happened to COVID, and all the election and all that.
Yes.
So they probably don't want their people to get into that play.
And also that America is the global leader of the world. So if they got Trump back in office, you know how hell he can raise on not just our country but other countries. The threats he can put on them that I'm sure that was done in the previous time. But I get it. I completely get it. I'm surprised more countries aren't a little ticked off by it.
Oh, I'm sure they are because I know the UN is because that's one of Trump's things, is him talking about how he wants to take the U.S. out of the United Nations.
Like, it'd be crazy. So I'm glad you brought Trump up, because I've want to use that to dive into the next segment.
Yeah.
With Trump being in trouble, or his campaign being in trouble for stealing people's identities. Yeah, stealing their identity.
Well, I mean, I know they're on a sinking ship, because that's why they got in trouble for using Celine Dion's "The Heart Will Go On."
Bro, that was wild. But when we come back, we are going to dive over, since we're already swimming in it, into the Trump campaign's identity crisis. So stay tuned. Go get you something to drink, get you a popcorn, hit your blunt, drink you some wine or something. Sit still, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Or Bud Light, Budweiser, something. What's up, y'all, and welcome back. So I'm just gonna go right into it. So the Trump campaign is having an identity crisis, apparently. They have been using the likeness of real people on fake social media accounts to gather more support, to get people on Trump's side for the election. And some people have been coming forward. One person in particular, a fake account set up by the Trump campaign, goes by the name of Luna, has her from Wisconsin. But in reality, her name is Debbie Nerderlof, and she's a German fashion influencer. She says, "What the F? I don't even care about what goes on over in America. So why would I be supporting an American politician, and I'm from Germany?" Speaking of other countries, from back in the first topic that D-Lo was talking about just a second ago, there are 17 other European women that are come forward to say that he's stolen theirs too. Like, and not just, I'm not saying that he's preaching to a small audience. Like, these generated accounts have over 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 people following their accounts, just because of the aesthetic that the account gives. As far as it's a woman, she's got this sweet demeanor. She's posted in all these pictures. Like, when I tell you he's taking these people's identities, he is literally taking their lives and creating a whole new life, taking everything about them and creating a whole new life to make it look real. Saying that they've supported Trump since they were able to vote. They've always, like, different things that makes them seem real. It's wild.
That's crazy.
I'm like, so they really going out of their way to create, like, total annihilation, but fake.
And then you want to sit there and talk about how the Democrats are still in the election.
What I said. What you said. Like, and that's only coming of lately. That's all that I've been able to, like, see lately. Yeah. And I stopped doing it. I'm not gonna lie. I wrote this down maybe Saturday. So who's to say that there hasn't been more to come up? But speaking of the 17, there are a total of 56 profiles on X that CNN and the CIR have done background checks on, image reversals, and different things to try to discover if they're fake accounts, and they've been fake accounts. 56 accounts on X.
Don't surprise me at all.
That supported and was pushing the campaign of Donald Trump with fake profile pictures. People from other countries.
Yep.
A whole different identity.
I believe it.
It's wild. Like, where do you get off thinking that you was going to even get by with that? At this point, with, AI and that is getting better. Like, you could have generated fake pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, you created whole new identities, but you chose to get caught. And I'm not saying that I'm in support of what he's doing, but like, there's smarter ways about this.
Yeah.
But his campaign is being scrutinized right now because of this.
Oh, yeah.
As they should. Like, what, bro? Like, we already talking about these other countries, not saying that it is Germany or any country, allegedly are campaign interfering. So Are you trying to make it look like these countries are campaign interfering?
Yeah, so that way he can be like, "Oh, well, I told you they
they want me over there."
I told you they won me over there, but then it somehow campaign. It's still election fraud.
I don't think he knew that these ladies are going to see their pictures on a different name and a different profile with all these people and say something and speak out about it. But they not playing with you, Trump. They don't care about you. That lady said that she don't even give up effing flying in the sky for the Lord to see what goes on over in America. But she do care about one thing, and her likeness being used to endorse your campaign when she did not. Like,
pretty much.
It's crazy.
The only people that actually care about who wins the presidency over here in other countries is their politicians, because then that prepares them to what they're going to have to do and how they're going to have to handle the United States.
Wild.
And like I said, a lot of the other countries are kind of not liking, except for, surprisingly enough, all the ones that have dictators are the ones that are actually favoring Trump.
Those are the ones that really want him in office. The ones that really want to see him screw up our country. Like, that's what they want. Like, it's wild that we are still allowing this man to run for office.
And what's even crazier,
why?
And it's like I said, like I was watching that Common Ground. And
I'm really gonna have to get into this because you keep bringing up this. They talk about everything.
Yeah, but see, they had a one episode where it was anti-Trump and pro-Trump Republicans, and they were talking nasty to each other. Well, the Trump side was actually talking nasty to the anti-Trump Republicans, but. And then the other one was Democrats versus Trump supporters, Trump Republicans, and it's crazy on how they think this man can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tells the truth, and he can do no wrong. They literally asked. There was this one reporter. He asked a Trump supporter if they would still vote for him, knowing if he was going to be a dictator. And they'd be like, yeah, we'll support dictator Trump.
Wow. No. Like, are you seriously saying that right now?
It's crazy. Like, they asked him, they was like, well, would you vote somebody in for presidency that has a felony? They're like, no, I would not. They're like,
what Trump do?
Trump has 34 control.
He has a lot.
And
he has more than most criminals.
Yeah. So, and then they're so quick to be like, "Oh, well, that was rigged," and that was the whole that was conspiracy.
Lord have mercy. I feel like we're living in a movie.
Oh, we're definitely living in the Matrix, y'all.
I literally feel like we are living in a movie. Like, if this was happening in a movie, I would be so entertained.
Like, we are.
But this is real life.
Like, we are living in a simulation, and it's glitching right now.
Man.
Like real bad. Like, they need to fix the algorithm.
What you said, like, these are dark times.
The world is glitching. Like, somebody needs to power up. Somebody needs to power down, power up real quick, and reset this whole thing, because it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of crazy and the Matrix and movies, there's some new movies coming out, and I'm ready to get into it. Yeah, I'm ready to figure out what movies are coming out. I know that Beetlejuice is coming out.
Oh yeah,
I know that Beetlejuice is coming out. Y'all like how I transitioned out of Trump, because I'm sick of talking about this man, because this man just be gone already. Shit, he's already doing too much, so why wouldn't we need him around to do more of too much?
Yeah.
On God. But what movies is coming out? Besides, I can't wait for Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is going to be a big one. Apparently, and I don't really put too much stock in this, because I'm one of those people that I have to see the movie before I can rate it. Mm-hmm. I do my own rating.
Right.
But apparently, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 78.
When 78?
When the original got like at 82, 84. So it's not really that far.
Well, remakes, yeah.
But, I mean, from what I've seen, I think it's going to be hilarious, and it's going to be spot on what the original was.
Yes, so, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I
I
cannot
can't. I
wait. Oh
can't
my
either.
god.
Another one that looks crazy is on September 13th is going to be Speak No Evil.
Oh yes.
That looks like it's going to be.
Why'd I do it like a yeah?
It's going to be a crazy
Trying to
one.
be dramatic.
Yeah, and then let's
Speak no
see.
evil.
Yeah, that one. It seems like it's going to be.
I want it to scare me so bad that I'm scared to go to the bathroom after the
it
movie.
seems like that shit has nuts in it. So
Nuts? Say what?
It's nuttier than a jar of planers. Let's say that.
Oh, bet. Bet.
And then I mean, one of the other ones is in October 11th is Terrifier 3.
Oh my gosh, this clown is still at it?
Yeah, apparently that was crazy. We finally actually watched the 1 and 2 of that.
Did you say September or October?
October.
Okay, so everything is coming out in the fall.
Yeah.
These are the scary movies coming out in the fall.
Yeah, well, and they also in October they have Venom, the new Venom movie.
Oh, you're talking about Spider-Man and Venom.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
it's gonna be Venom: The Last Dance.
So it's his last movie
Yeah.
for a while until they create a new one.
I kind of hope they kind of integrate them into the MCU and stop having Sony make these movies, because Sony just
Is Sony making this one?
yeah. This would be the last one, because Sony only does 3 movies and a trilogy. So
Because that. But I really liked the other movie that they did. But my roommate was right, Trey. He said that it had no correlation to the other universes.
what?
Madam
Web.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same thing with.
He was mad about it too.
Yeah. Same thing with. What was it?
But maybe,
Morbius. Morbius. Yeah. Morbius had a little bit more for the MCU with it than all the other ones. Okay. And then Venom was more because it actually had them. What happened with at the end of No Way Home, where they were snapped into it, Yeah. And so that one, but Madam Web, it was just basically a movie to make money off of for Sony.
Okay. Let's do one more movie. What's another one?
Well, they have Moana 2 coming out in November.
Moana? Oh God, I don't know if I even seen the first one. Everybody is like Moana the fuck down. Like, I haven't been able to get into Disney. I think I seen The Little Mermaid once. Like, I just don't feel like it's Disney's that relevant to me like that. I guess it is. It just depends on the movie, because I don't know if the newest with the different attitudes, the different moods that's in the girl's brain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What was it?
Inside Out or whatever.
Yeah. I seen the new one of those and that was really good. But is that Disney or Pixar?
Pixar.
But it's Disney.
Yeah, Disney owns Pixar. It's just kind of
I seen that one. Marvel. That one was really good, but.
And then speaking of Sony, another Sony movie in December, they have Kraven the Hunter, which is a Spider-Man villain.
Okay. Is this a new introduction for this person?
Yeah, he's never had a movie.
Okay. We got some good movies coming out soon. So I would definitely be interested in all the horror. I want to see it.
Yeah, and then you got Sonic the Hedgehog 3 coming out in December.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's some good ones,
And if y'all know any movies, let us know in the comments.
And then if y'all ain't looking for movies, y'all looking for TV shows, you got The Circle coming back here soon.
Yes, Queen. Not Queen. Yes, Queen.
But, and then, you got, if you're looking for a good horror show to watch, if you haven't seen From, that's a really good one.
Is that good?
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay, you hipping me to game.
And it's coming out with the 3rd season here in the next couple of days. So you got 2 seasons. But it's kind of wild. It's wild.
Well, I love wild. So.
Yeah. So.
All right, y'all. Well, I know y'all experienced this melting pot of topics. I hope we transition and guide you right through it smoothly with no hesitation, bumps, curves, or turns. But I'm your boy Javi. Here with my boy D-Lo.
Yo.
And that is a wrap on episode 12, I think.
I think so.
Oh my God.
I lose count by now.
This is more than our first season. This is hype. Okay, period. We'll talk to y'all later. See you soon.
Peace.